So today we have a Bihari and a Haryanvi guy living in Kolkata who are going to be talking about like an American sitcom based out of New York. This is going to be legend. Wait for it.
Dairy.
So hi Kishan.
Hi Harsh.
Yeah
First
Kishan.
of all, big fan Harsh, big fan. I've been following your podcast since you posted the first Bhand mood posting hours. So
Hmm.
I'm really glad to be here. मतलब सच में दिल से बोल रहे झूठ नहीं बोल रहा हूँ मैं.
चलो ठीक है, ये अगर कोई सुन रहा है तो मैंने ये पैसे दे के नहीं बुलवाए हैं, ठीक है। इसकी जेन्युइन थॉट्स हैं, बट थैंक यू सो मच किशन।
ठीक है.
So, talking about How I Met Your Mother, right? How I
हम्म.
Met Your Mother is a little close to me for a few reasons. कि
Okay.
How I Met Your Mother was the first show I had ever watched. Like the first, like it was basically my introduction to foreign shows and series. So how I met and I started this around when I was 18, and I was a
Okay.
little matlab, like the first show that you're watching, right? It
Yes.
gives
Yes.
you an outside idea, it gives you an
हम्म.
outlook on how life is outside India, and you see the youth वहाँ का, you see how the
हम्म.
adult life, like pre-adult, and just when you enter the adult phase, how life's going to be, and things are not quite same here, but like वहाँ पे जब आप देखते हो हर एक चीज, it's very fascinating, and I think currently
हम्म.
हमारा जो कल्चर है यहाँ का, स्पेशली द यूथ कल्चर जिसको हम लोग बोल रहे हैं, वो
हम्म.
काफी इंस्पायर्ड है इन सब शोज से. And
हम्म.
we have been talking about sitcoms all along,
Okay.
but there's a
हम्म.
reason I wanted to keep How I Met Your Mother at the end, because with each like we can point out many things, or we can bring up many things that we have already talked about in the previous podcasts of ours. So if you have been following closely,
हम्म.
last three podcasts were Friends, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and The
The
Office,
Office.
right?
Exactly.
So
ठीक है ये काफी मतलब कोइंसिडेंटल हो गया बट हाउ आई मेट योर मदर वाज एक्चुअली माय फर्स्ट टीवी शो आल्सो
okay.
because the main reason is that you start office you start friends you start brooklyn nine and you start how I met your mother like
Hmm.
जो सबसे ज्यादा तुम्हें ग्लोरिंग अट्रैक्टिव लगेगा ना सबसे ज्यादा क्लासी लगेगा ना स्टार्ट में that's
Hmm.
how I met your mother only. I mean, Friends
Right.
start on a slow note. Office is we know Brooklyn Nine-Nine we also know. But How I Met Your Mother वो उसका जो पहला इम्पैक्ट था ना सो
Hmm.
आई थॉट कि यार ये शो एक ऐसा है जिसे मैं कंटिन्यू कर सकता हूँ.
And How I Met Your Mother का एक चीज है, as you said, right? It starts on a very a good note. If anyone's about to start watching shows, right, I would recommend watching How I Met Your Mother first, because How I Met Your Mother is not a show that you can watch at a later point of time. Like How I
एग्जैक्टली.
Met Your Mother ऐसा नहीं है कि तो Friends or The Office or Brooklyn Nine-Nine देख लिया, you have explored how sitcoms work, and then you watch How I Met Your Mother. That is not the kind of show How I Met Your Mother is, because तुमको नहीं अच्छा लगेगा उतना, because you've seen the potential a sitcom can offer. But How I Met Your Mother ka, like for me, when I started, the first point and like the best character of the show, which is actually very problematic, is Barney Stinson.
एग्जैक्टली लाइक इसमें कोई डाउट ही नहीं है. The way Neil Patrick Harris, that first scene when he's sitting in the car and he says that, "Are you wearing a suit?" I mean,
Hmm.
that describes him. Like that describes his character, right there
Hmm.
in exact that particular moment. So
Right, and like that's it's like you're bringing the flavor of suits in a sitcom.
exactly right.
वो ना एक फील आती है कि हाँ, लाइक एंड एवरीवन इज लाइक मेरे को बार्नी बनना ही है, मेरे को बार्नी ही बनना है. If you watch any other TV show, right, they don't have character जिसको you look at and you're like नहीं मेरे को यही बनना है, because each character is flawed in one way or if you're talking about Friends, बस हमने 5 या 6 बार रिकॉर्ड किया था. If you take Friends में the most attractive character for guys, as in like the favorite character, if you take a general perception, is Chandler. And even
Exactly.
Chandler is very flawed. Like Chandler को बहुत loser type का image दिखाया है. So you will see कि ना people who are like accepting कि हाँ मैं हूँ वैसा, like I am awkward, I don't do well with girls. they will be like कि हाँ मैं Chandler, मैं Chandler, मैं Chandler. Like they're settling down with Chandler. They don't want to be
Exactly.
Joey is dumb as fuck. They don't want to be Ross because Ross is always whining. But then yes, they see Chandler and वहाँ पे वो हो जाता है. If you take The Office में Michael Scott is like everyone is Michael Scott, but no one wants to be the Michael Scott explicitly.
Exactly.
Right. And ये अगर तुम जैसे just going Brooklyn Nine-Nine, right? Brooklyn में Jake is adorable, but then he's childish. ठीक है? Like you relate to these characters. I'm not saying that these characters are not relatable. But How I Met Your Mother has set up a character. He's like amazing. He has a way with girls.
When you look at Barney Stinson, you say, how can someone be so perfect? Like, he's everything, man. He has a great job. He has a great personality. He's so good with lines. He's so presentable. He has everything, literally everything, man.
All rounder. He's good with music. He's good with magic. He's good with women. He's self confident. So like that is a very desirable character, and he's very problematic. Okay, but the fact that he's okay with it makes it like, oh, it's that guy. It's like, it's very cool. And if you look at it, Barney is very self-centered as well, because when we are
Yes.
talking about Michael Scott, right, वही चीज आती है कि oh, Michael Scott is so self-centered. Barney is self-centered as well, लेकिन just Barney का self-centered is taken up as cool. कि हाँ इसका self-centered बनना चलता है because इस बंदे ने कुछ किया है कि वो self-centered हो पाए.
Exactly. वो है वैसा. You are attracted. I won't say that Barney is so much self-centered because you see how much he does for Ted, how much he does for Lily also.
I mean, see, that is something that you can say कि उस case में Michael Scott has also done for others, right? So that is not like it's about doing it for people you love. But again, with Barney as well, everything revolves around him, for him, right? If you're talking about Ted, right? It's like he wants a buddy who's cool enough, okay?
Exactly.
Because it's his buddy, he has to cool enough. He doesn't go around just letting people setting people up. So and How I Met Your Mother का एक और point है जो driving force है show का, that is Barney, because at all points we see after season 7, right, season 7 के बाद Barney का, और जब Barney और Robin का दिखाते हैं तभी से show starts downhill. Barney was the driving force of the complete show. Everyone had their own storylines, but the show was always in a way about Barney. And that is not something like, that's not a mistake that other show made. Like other shows में तो देखिएगा तो the storyline is distributed. Like Friends, Ross and Rachel are the main thing. But even then they are not the main thing. Like that's very arguable, right? But इसमें नहीं था, because इसमें somewhere all the and that reflected in the payroll as well. Because as far as I remember, the other characters were paid 240K per episode, and Barney was paid 420K per episode.
I mean, come on, man. He's Neil Patrick Harris. And you said about perfection. Season तभी से problematic होना start हुआ ना जब Barney को kind of main character से, मतलब वो main stream से उसके perfection से हटा के उसे नीचे लाया.
Right.
After
it's
that,
like उसकी weakness है. Like this guy has a weakness.
So Robin is his weakness. And they were just dragging like Barney को वो entire दो wedding season में. They just drag the personality out of Barney.
ठीक है, चलो ये पार्ट तो बार्नी का हुआ, but let's look at what How I Met Your Mother had to offer in its totality, because How I Met Your Mother was not just a sitcom to me. I think no other show has, and this is a very unpopular opinion, but I don't think any other sitcom that we discussed had the emotional weightage that was carried by How I Met Your Mother, because there were few scenes which were very heavy, right? So like, do you have any of these scenes?
Favorite scene, मतलब सच बोल रहा हूँ, मेरे अभी भी रोंगटे खड़े हो गए हैं. The scene, remember that when Lily's pregnant and Barney's like, I gotta go. He goes to Lily right now to convince her, and he brings Lily and Marshall together. Then that entire one thing, then that entire build-up of one season just for the proposal, that emotions in Robin's eyes when she was with Ted was about to drop her. So like काफी सारे scenes है यार. And then finally when Barney becomes a father.
Yes, that when he looks at his daughter, and now he has this respect for women finally, or for
Exactly.
the other gender. Yeah, I would, I would do anything to protect you. And he's crying, and that's a very touching scene. But still, like, while that's like one of my favorite
Hmm.
scenes, like if like let's say these are two of your favorite
Hmm.
most emotional scenes.
Okay.
My two most emotional scenes. One is when Marshall's dad died,
Ah.
right? When he died, so matlab, when the news broke out, first of all, Jason Segel, fucking amazing actor, the guy who played
He's
Marshall.
way too underrated actor. Way too underrated.
That was a kind of thing, by the way. He was not told that they will reveal that his dad is dead.
Hmm.
So वो पूरा countdown था, and वो पूरा show was a countdown. Okay.
Hmm.
I don't remember कितना number से, but starting from a particular number, it ended. It was like going down, and last वाला point was कि Lily गाड़ी से उतरता
हाँ
है,
हाँ.
and Lily tells कि your father had a heart attack, he didn't make it, and he just hugs her and says, I'm not ready for this. And his voice breaks, and it was so fucking, it chills, pura chills. And then they are at his funeral,
Hmm.
and usko dikhta hai ki he has a voice note left from his dad, and he's playing it, and turns out it was a pocket dial. And then he says, Kina, uh, and this is like my dad died. He was my best friend,
Hmm.
and all I get is this. Thanks God, thanks very much. And then when and there's this one little scene that no one noticed. Whenever in the show
हाँ
someone is let's say Marshall or Ted,
हाँ हाँ.
if they're saying, right, like someone else is their best friend,
The,
uh, all Barney interrupts.
exactly.
And when he says this, right, he was my best friend, the camera immediately turns to Barney.
Hmm.
He doesn't say anything, because obviously that's not the moment as well. But then you see the look on his face change, because he never had a dad, right? And that's this one short minute of brilliant acting by Neil Patrick Harris, where we see it's I don't know, that scene tells me so much. This guy has that soft corner within him, and
Hmm.
he just he it's just buried deep inside. Like, he obviously had parental issues, but then they were so deeply buried, and now when someone else is talking about it, वो निकल के आ रहा है.
And you know one more thing, this the thing about that Barney's dad. So it started like so much on a so much emotional level. But I don't know if I should say hats off to the writer, because some people love that fact that they turned that emotional thing into a complete funny thing. That episode with Katy Perry there, when he asks Katy Perry, "Who's your daddy?" and she asks, "Who's your daddy?" and Barney like breaks out and like, "I don't know."
Yeah,
That show has
and
actually brilliant actors. It had Alison, brilliant actress. Then it had Josh Radnor, brilliant.
with that, I want to talk about my second most emotional scene.
Hmm.
Is this one scene where Ted is narrating to his kids कि 2013 में there is this one night where he's basically making stories through the entire episode कि I was doing this, I was with Barney, I was with this, I was with this, and turns out at the end of the day he's actually all alone. There was no one, so everyone made plans and he couldn't go. He dished all plans, or he couldn't be part of some plan for some reason or the other. And then he's saying that that night, if I was given a chance right now, I would not do any of the plans that were there. All I would do is, and then it's shown that he goes to the mother's house, and
Hmm.
then he just says that, hey, I'm Ted Mosby, and exactly 45 days from now, we're gonna meet, and we're gonna fall in love, and we're gonna have two kids, and we're gonna be happy. And I'm showing, and in exactly 45 seconds, your boyfriend's gonna show up, and like the only reason that I'm here is because I want those extra 45 days with you. And you know that if the mother is dead, right? Like at the
Yes.
time of the story narration, the mother's dead. And when you are now listening to this, it's this like it's so, I don't know, it's so wholesome, and at the same time it's so heartbreaking. It's definitely my second most emotional moment of the series.
Starting from season 1 to season 8, they kept some things you can relate, something said in season 2 to something like happened in season 8. The yellow umbrella is the best example of that.
Hmm. It was a very
And
continuous scene, the yellow
yeah,
umbrella wala.
okay, one more scene which is like one of my favorites
Hmm.
was Ted 2 minute date with Stella.
Hmm.
I mean, he literally took her everywhere in those 2 minutes.
Hmm.
And it was like really heartbreaking for me. I knew that Stella isn't the mother, but it was really like heartbreaking for me to see Stella left him at the altar. It was one of the perfect couples of the show. I mean, Stella was a little annoying, but
Hmm.
still, the way Ted loved her, they could have been one of the best couple of the show.
Hmm. So I think with all that being said, I have missed
Mm.
one most fascinating point of the show for me. Uh,
Hmm.
dude, Kobe Smulders. Kobe Smulders is so fucking pretty. She was an amazing actor. Like Robin ka character was so good. Robin ka character was very like an emotionally unavailable, toxic person. Like basically, that's like the
See,
right amount of toxic that I want. If that's like if that.
I mean, she had everything, the perfect amount of shyness. Nobody asked you, Patrice,
Mm,
that whole part.
mm,
And look, she was so strong. Like she was as strong as Lily, with her dialogues and everything. If you define if the male version of perfection is Barney, then the female version of perfection is Kobe
mm.
Smulders.
But I started not liking Robin in this one scene, and it was not like see Robin ka character was not at fault here. Neil Patrick Harris asks him to choose, right? And he has everything ready, and she chooses Kevin over him. And she
Hmm.
just like nods and like she just shakes her head, telling he no, it's no for him. And then Barney had to go and undecorate the room, and it was like, fuck you, Robin. Why couldn't you choose him? This guy is finally keeping his guard down. I understand what she did was right and like perfect decision, but then, yeah, Barney, right? When you see something from someone else's eyes, the other person is always a villain. If you look at things rationally, then Robin was right to do so. But if you're looking things from Barney ka perspective, you somewhere feel for Barney. Ki, yaar.
And one more thing I would like to talk about in Him I Am.
So the saddest point of How I Met Your Mother for me, Barney's dad had abandoned him, and we have seen the parental issues hai Barney ka throughout, and we see that Barney is at his new place, and he has like Barney's dad has a kid, and he is now a dad, and Barney always craved a father figure in his life, and then he's
Hmm.
seeing that, and he's jealous, and he's just throwing shade at him, and he's packing the basketball hoop that he uses to play with his new kid. And then he just says, out of spite, that you are just some lame suburban dad. And Barney's dad is like, and why does that make you so mad? And then Barney says that because if you're going to be some lame suburban dad, then why couldn't you have been that for me? And that point was like, oh fuck, I was not ready for this. I was ready for Barney to be a child, like handle this in the most immature way, but I didn't
Hmm.
expect confrontation from him. And that was like, and that was a new Barney for me altogether. And like he finally accepted that something bothered him, and he took stand for himself. And a बहुत ही ज्यादा profound respect आ गया था मेरे लिए उसमें, like मतलब ओहो.
That part actually marked the beginning of a matured Barney.
Hmm.
That entire daddy part, everything. So, How I Met Your Mother was like, I told you it was my first show, but uske baad na I watched Friends.
Hmm.
And what I realized ki How I Met Your Mother is so much inspired from Friends.
Hmm.
Like starting from the first episode, okay. You see, what happens that the story revolves around someone who is searching for true love. Okay. So that guy will be Ted here and Ross there. Okay. Ross fell in love with a girl who joins a already established friend circle, right? Rachel joins the five in Friends, and Robin joins their group in How I Met Your Mother. Ted also worked as a professor. Ross also worked as a professor. Ted and Robin on and off again. Same thing was with Ross and Rachel. See, Barney was a playboy, just like Joey. Okay. And just
Hmm.
like Joey fell in love with Rachel, Barney falls in love with Robin. Some ship
Hmm.
Joey and Rachel, some ship Barney and Robin also. So, then again, just like Chandler being job was a mystery, Barney Stinson job was also a mystery. Then let's come to this Lily and Marshall. So Lily was the mom of the group, just like Monica was the mom
Hmm.
of the group there. Okay. And these two, Lily and Marshall, had a perfect relationship, just like Monica and Chandler have a perfect relationship. Just like Chandler had to work sometime from home, he was just sitting at home, just like Marshall. So, like, I like recollect these facts and everything. Him, I am really inspired so much from Friends.
It is, and मतलब ना काफी ज़्यादा it's not really just a coincidence or something because there are way too many points कि जहाँ पे तुमको दिखता है like there are
हाँ.
obviously like differences होंगे because they're not ripping off the complete show but काफी चीजें हैं.
Like even Barney Stinson said, hanging out in a coffee place isn't as much fun as hanging out in a bar. And one more thing. See, uh, I compared Marshall with Chandler and this Ross with Ted. Okay, so
Hmm.
just like Ted and Marshall were college roommates, Ross and Chandler
Well
were
also
also
college,
college
that's right.
roommates.
बहुत चीजें like if you look at Ted and Ross इन दोनों की तो
Hmm.
काफी चीजें थी जो कॉमन थी. Ted and Ross grammar Nazi जिसको बोलते हैं.
हाँ.
So they were both grammar Nazis and like both of them as you said right professor के उसमें so both of them actually even dated the students.
Yes, yes, they dated their student. अच्छा, Monica, like Lily and Marshall का wedding कौन कराया था? Who was the
Hmm.
minister at Lily and Marshall wedding?
हाँ Barney.
And who was the minister at Chandler and Monica wedding? Joey.
Like I don't think it's safe to say that Monica and Chandler are actually.
Lily and Marshall, right?
But then you see that that this one couple that becomes the parent of the group. If you look at it from
Hmm.
that perspective, that is true. And also both these couples had uh, problems with pregnancy.
Right.
So yeah, this is actually true. But
But Lily Marshall में काफी ups and downs रहे. Monica and Chandler काफी smooth गया था.
Monica Chandler smooth गया था. See, that is one thing that I liked about How I Met Your Mother. How I Met Your Mother shows how difficult it is to maintain a relationship, which is most shows fail to show. Because even if you look at the other shows,
हाँ.
right, they only show about like they have never shown a couple as a main character that has been together since the beginning. They show the process of falling in love but no one shows how it is once you actually get together and that was very and like also be like hanging out with your single friends once you are a couple and that was बहुत अच्छे से portrayed कि हाँ and that's how it actually happens like if you look at if you
Hmm.
have friends who are couples and if you're going out like they're settled and they're married that's how it is and I think that's pretty cute. So now that we have discussed about the plus the selling points of the show and what is the one thing in the show that we liked, I want to talk about the problematic parts of How I Met Your Mother because there are many. Okay, there
A
are
lot.
segments of How I Met Your Mother which didn't really fly off with me when I was rewatching it right now. First of all, the complete objectification of women. Well, women were treated in the worst way throughout the show. Okay, that's one. Second is something that I also found in Friends
Hmm.
that Lily and Robin were constantly slut shaming other women. And this was there in Friends
No.
as well. Rachel was constantly slut shamed in Friends.
Hmm.
So that was there. Like बहुत सारे parts.
And objectification of women when you talk about, right? So इसमें ना kind of worst part था ना कि objectification of women हो रहा है and nobody like around them complained even. Like if you like consider some movies where you see like objectification of women and everything, you can see that other people's reaction. And
Hmm.
How I Met Your Mother, it was like people are enjoying this. On one side, you're showing that Robin is so strong, Lily is so strong, and independent woman, and on the other side, you are constantly slut shaming them. So,
It's not just slut shaming. मतलब वहाँ बहुत part आते हैं यार. It's border. First of all, it's borderline sexual assault.
hmm.
Then you see this part where Barney is obsessed with seeing Lily's boobs, and
Uh,
like that's creepy. And like the fact that he wasn't called out for that even by Marshall, it was a little disappointing. Then there was fat shaming and मतलब, for example, no fat chicks,
yeah.
right? वहाँ था the complete playbook part of having like just like the
The,
idea of manipulating women into having sex. And I while I love the bro code segment, the
hmm.
bro code segment was in like essentially just not about having bondings between men, but it was choosing men over women.
Exactly. Bros before hoes. That was the
Yeah.
first code, right?
Hmm.
And
So
like this part, the playbook part, there was some like awkward words like which shouldn't have been there, like Mills Wonkas. You remember that Mills Wonkas? Mother, I would like to sleep with and never call again. I mean, maybe it sounded cool at that time, but now it really creeps me out now.
and then there were the few parts which were like I don't think many people noticed, but Robin was always there were jokes about Robin not wanting to have kids, right?
Hmm.
And then turns out Robin can't have kids. And it's like you can't handle that. Like because it's like अगर मेरे पास कुछ जैसे वो कुछ करना हो, right?
Hmm.
And जैसे let's say I want to uh, do an MBA. बट मेरे को
Huh.
नहीं मैं लाइक आई डोंट वांट टू डू एन एमबीए ठीक है
Mhm.
बट इफ यू टेल मी कि आई कांट डू एन एमबीए सो दैट हिट्स डिफरेंट एंड दैट्स जस्ट लाइक अ career choice but having a major life decision is like blocked out for you. It's a little. I'll honestly tell you, when I did my engineering, it was not, I didn't have the best of the times, but then it was my choice, right?
Hmm.
So I had an option that I can drop, but I didn't. But if I was forced to complete that nahi तेरे को you can't drop, so that would be like, okay, well, that would just make it suffocating right there, right there for me.
That part wasn't emotional. That part was actually painful when Robin says that you're probably not even there because you're not even there. Something like that when she's sitting in the park all alone and talking to her imaginary kids. Part wasn't emotional. That was actually painful. And that part, there was one complete episode called The Perfect Week. You remember?
Uh-huh.
Barney scoring 7 chicks in a row.
Like the best parts about Barney are unfortunately the most problematic parts. Like
True.
so like the hot crazy scale, it's funny,
Hmm.
then it's there, it just stays there. You see people actually taking it seriously. And his Barney's corporate work culture, for example, right? When like
Uh,
office, if you look at that, and colleagues are actually just shitty people who you are cool if you are degrading someone else. Like they make fun of Marshall for just for
um,
as much as getting food that has been cooked by her wife, or just for talking to his wife at work. And that's just like, okay, creepy. But one thing which was like one of the favorite part of the series, and at the same time very very problematic, as I said, right, this episode talks about love, and this episode talks about love in such a nice light. Like that was one of the best part of the show, like how important love is, and the search for the right one. Okay, so I mean, as unrealistic as that is, there were messages being delivered, and we got them.
hmm.
But then they showed the complete Barney Robin proposal. And while it was an amazing scene, I get it, it was really fun to watch.
Hmm.
uh, Robin essentially said yes to marrying someone because he was clever enough to get uh, like e- execute that.
Exactly. And like he actually literally tortured Robin for like over a couple of weeks. He literally just tortured her. Like Robin was sitting there with Ted. Barney was watching her. You remember that when Robin was crying in that, I think it was church or something, which was, what was that part? I can't remember. So Robin was crying with Ted. Barney was just watching it and planning his entire the proposal thing.
And that's there. Okay, so I'll tell you what. If you want to get a like woman, right, which is like an ideal sense of, I don't know, कोई अलग से successful task achieve कर दिया, if you're scoring a chick,
Hmm.
right? तो मतलब it's very fucked up, dude. It's very fucked up. Like ये अभी भी होता है. Like I want to highlight an incident while we have a chance. The same thing that happened. Like this mentality actually is problematic in the culture. I'm not going to talk about it in detail
Hmm.
because but the Nikita Tomar incident right now,
Hmm.
it's just a person's obsession with having a girl that he has never interacted with her, so he doesn't love her or anything. He just likes that person because she's attractive or she gives off a particular vibe, and then he is obsessed over her and he just wants to own her. And this is the mentality that is like stems out of things like this, like something as minute as this. When you are normalizing something like this, that is what it gives birth to. The idea of the word like chick, I don't know. It's very unsettling for me at this point. There
See,
might have been a time when I would have been okay with it, but अब like when you just understand कि हाँ वो तुम्हारा conditioning था जो बेकार था, but like that's like the people, the kind of people, the friends you met, or the way, the extent to which all this was normalized made it okay for you to listen to this. But now when you understand the basic human part of you rises up, तो वो सुनाई भी नहीं, मतलब मन नहीं करता, I don't know. एंड वही चीज है यार, उसमें अगर वन नाइट स्टैंड भी तो बोल रहा है, तो इट्स लाइक द वन नाइट स्टैंड वेयर, एंड द सेम थिंग हैपेंड इन फ्रेंड्स. Like the one night stands are not exactly one night stands. The one night stands are where they wanted to have something, and the other person ghosts them. And that's not like ghosting one person, because we have all done that, right? When
hmm.
you let's say you have a one night stand and you don't like the person, you don't know how to get rid of that. Probably you did that, agreed. But if that's a part of your like whole personality, where my whole personality revolves around finding women, trying to impress them, having a one night stand without them, no, like without with both of us having different expectations from it, and then ghosting the other one, that's shitty. And having like scoring a person apparently is not that difficult. Like all you have to do is be there and be fun. But that's not the point.
Exactly.
That's not the point. The point is to have someone that like you can fall in love with, and someone you want to love, that someone that makes you want to love them. So like it can't just depend on attraction. So that part was problematic. So all in all, I think How I Met Your Mother is a good series to watch at least once, but it has to be like, you can't watch other series and then watch How I Met Your Mother. Like How I Met Your Mother is a terribly like terrible
Hmm.
but amazing show. It's very funny, and I love the bro code part, which actually talks about something that is very important, where people choose their partner over their existing friendships, and that happens with men a lot. So
Exactly.
हाँ, हम सब उस चूते को जानते हैं. Like right now when you're even talking about it, हमारे मन में एक चूते का नाम है.
हाँ.
But that was like there, but it was more like वो वाला part नहीं लेके, because that included work to be done on our part. We just
Hmm.
went ahead with what, bros over hoes, like. So yeah, but I think it's a nice show. There are a few points, like there are pros and cons.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, as good as the pros are, the cons are not really something that can be overlooked.
Uh, like in all the sitcoms that you discuss, Friends, Office, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, How I Met Your Mother has the best direction, I would say. The storytelling of How I Met Your Mother is the best. None other sitcom has so good flashbacks and flash forwards.
Hmm,
You can
I
take the
agree.
example of the pineapple incident. It's so good. So such a great direction actually.
मतलब वो बहुत अच्छा है, like the way they have maintained the timeline is pretty good. तो मतलब वो अगर इन sitcoms में देखा जाएगा तो, and like बाकी sitcom में it was happening in the present, so they really didn't get a chance to have that, but implementing the timeline was a really nice choice.
And
One
one
my हाँ, बोल.
one more thing was the title of the episodes they kept. That was very like attractive. Like nothing good happens after 2 a.m.
Exactly. That's the very thing I was talking about. So, हाँ यार काफी it's a really nice thing, and I but like one thing that I felt was another con, and this was like something that I could live with, is that they introduced too many characters, and they made most of the characters the main characters. Like अगर तू देखा जाएगा any other show, characters came in and stayed for long enough to become one of the main part of the show. But How I Met Your Mother had cameos after cameos, and those cameos stayed on, and like they went on from becoming a cameo to becoming an actual part of the show in a way. So that stretched things out, like that stretched the storyline.
The only good person the only good recurring actor in How I Met Your Mother was Scooter. He was the only good recurring actor. And but the worst part about How I Met Your Mother is, why are you building up 9 long seasons to introduce us to a mother who's just there for, I guess, 7 to 8 episodes?
वही है ना, मतलब वो तो पूरा दिखाना था कि like that is the whole building point of the show. So what? Okay, fun fact with which I'll be ending this. Scooter actually the real life husband of Neil Patrick Harris.
Hold up.
वाले चाचा,
What you think?
चुतिया तुम्हारा लड़का।
चूतिया ये इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है। हमारा लड़का है ये